Hello and welcome to my review of episode 5 of Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Now, a basic plot summary for this episode is that Agent Coulson and the team are called in to investigate the disappearance of a person with superpowers. And they discover that this person with superpowers has been taken in by not a criminal organisation, but I'd say a scientific organisation, because they believe that they can use his powers and make him into a super soldier. Now, in summary, this is a pretty interesting episode because all that stuff I said about S.H.I.E.L.D. not being as faithful as we think, all that comes around in this episode, in that they are searching for this hacker who is responsible for this person, the person with superpowers being taken. As they are searching for this hacker, it is seen that Skye has had a relationship with this hacker, and while the two of them together discussing stuff about the rising tide, Agent May, like a badass, just comes in and is just like, found you, caught you. So that's what makes this episode really interesting, is that all the stuff I said, it does come full circle, and you get to see how different people respond to the fact that Skye is talking to this person from the rising tide. Now, this episode is pretty good at kind of maybe making Skye not as a liability as we thought she was, because she kind of... It's difficult to say, because you can't really be sure whether she still wants to work with the rising tide, but on the other hand, she does talk her way out to manage to convince Coulson and the rest of the team that what she was doing was not for the rising tide, that she's still being faithful to S.H.I.E.L.D. So that was a cool aspect to the episode. I thought that was well done. Other than that, the person with that they want to make into a super soldier, he was a really cool character. They give him a name of Scorch, and I have to say Scorch was a pretty cool villain, because his whole power thing at the start was really good. Put fire in his hands, light his hands on fire, not feel pain or anything. And after they juice him up with this stuff, he's able to throw fireballs and burn people to death into dust, which is pretty cool, because this is one of those episodes that shows that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. isn't just a family thing. They are willing to do certain things to maybe give it a bit of an edge over sort of other family shows, like I don't know, something. It makes it show that it isn't a completely bland thing that's holding back on stuff, because as you can imagine, there are scenes where you see his arms being burnt. And like I said, one person does get burnt to death and is turned into ashes. So yeah, as unfortunate as it is for that person, that was actually pretty cool to watch. Other than that, characters are definitely beginning to have certain tropes and sort of tropes. I think that's a word you can use. Traits, I guess, would be the better word. And characters are definitely becoming more likeable. Agent Fitz and Agent Simmons, definitely. I still think Skye should just be offed from the team, not because I think she's a bad character or got anything against the actor, just because I really don't think it's a good idea having her on a team like this working for S.H.I.E.L.D. But yeah, you know, it's even if she was able to convince Coulson to keep her on the team, I still think that it's not a great idea. So, I would give this episode 3 out of 5 stars. And yeah, again, the series is looking pretty strong so far. You know, I still think it's episode 3 that was the standout episode, but up until now things have been pretty good and I have enjoyed it. So anyway, thank you for watching my review. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it informative. And goodbye.